Jared, you're next.
Two future Hall of Famers and all-time greats complete their epic trilogy.
Sean O'Malley is a star in the making, but Pedro Munoz is a savage.
The biggest pay-per-view of the year to date.
And he wants to prove everybody wrong. He hears the doubt.
People don't realize the amount of confidence it takes to step into the octagon. You know, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. So self-belief is huge in the fight game. I spend more than half my time wearing workout clothes, so wearing the Venom gear is huge. The gear is durable, and most importantly, makes me feel confident every time I'm in there ready to get to work.
Welcome to the UFC 278 press conference. The 276 weigh-ins are less than 1 hour away. But first, we get you primed for UFC 278, taking place on August 20th from beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah, inside Vivint Arena. Introducing first, the challenger, hailing from Birmingham, England.
The winner by unanimous decision, Kamaru Usman.
You find yourself thinking about Kamaru like on a daily basis?
100%. It's always been my thoughts. You know, I always hate losing, and he was the last guy to make me feel that, and I couldn't wait for revenge.
Leon Edwards is pouring on the pressure.
I feel good. I'm on a win streak now. In the hardest division in the sport. Put some respect on my name.
My short-term goal is to be world champion. My long-term goal is to be the best of all time. I have an opportunity now to go back and get it all in one, get the revenge, get the bout, and beat the number 1 pound for pound. It's going to be an incredible night.
He has not lost in 7 years, building a hit list of taking out Hall of Famers, including Nate Diaz, Donald Cerrone, and Rafael Dos Anjos. Unbeaten in his last 10 fights. This is Leon Edwards. And now, enter the champion, the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter on the planet today. Sports athlete on the planet today, the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion, riding the longest win streak in UFC welterweight history, and staking his claim as the greatest 170-pounder to ever do it. Welcome, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman.
All right, folks, thank you all for coming out and joining me alongside 2 of the best athletes on our roster in advance of UFC 278, Usman versus Edwards 2, which is coming up Saturday, August 20th. Vivint Arena, Salt Lake City, Utah. As many of you know, this will be our first pay-per-view event to take place in Salt Lake City, and as you see, we have pulled out all the stops with the main event, the welterweight champ and the pound-for-pound king, Kamaru Usman, taking on top contender Leon Edwards in a rematch of their fight that took place back in 2015. Big thank you, by the way, to Ryan Smith of the Smith Entertainment Group for bringing the UFC out to Salt Lake City, and also a quick thank you to Jeff Robbins and the Utah Sports Commission for their ongoing support. We also let you know tickets for UFC 278, Usman versus Edwards 2, are available now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't wait. We expect that event to sell out. All right, we have microphones set up down here on the floor, but we will start in the back. Jose Youngs has a hot microphone. Jose, take it away.
First question for the champion, Kamaru. Obviously, we thought this fight might happen earlier in the year, but you were healing up, a couple hand injury. So I guess first question is, what's the health update? You 100% ready to go for the Salt Lake City fight?
Yeah, I wouldn't be here if I wasn't ready to go. So, you know, it's about time to get back in here. I know you guys miss me. I gave you guys a lot in 2021, so 2022, it's about time to get the party started.
And obviously, they show the promo package at the beginning. He hasn't lost since you fought him. So I'm curious, after your fight, was this a fight you knew you might have to run it back down the road?
Yeah, I always gave him his respect that he's a very, very tough individual, but he hasn't lost because he fought me. You know, I made him better, and he went out there and he started wrestling. But when he fights me again, he's going to realize that that wrestling was all for nothing.
And final question for my final question for the champion. You've said a lot that you're starting to lap the division, and even you're on your second, third, fourth lap. So when you beat Leon, what lap is this? If he beats Leon.
He's right, if. You know, a lot has been said about, you know, Leon saying, oh, he's fell in love with his hand, he's fell in love with his striking. And of course, why wouldn't I? You know, I paid Trevor Whitman a lot of money, and he deserves every bit of it. And so did Henry Hoof, so why wouldn't I come in there and exercise the striking? Of course I fell in love with my striking. That's why I have more knockouts in championship fights than he has in the UFC his entire career. Absolutely. And yes, I fell in love with my striking, but guess what? You fell in love with your grappling. So, August 20th, we gonna wrestle.
I remember my first knockout. It's all good.
Question for Leon. He's obviously, a lot of people rate him the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Dana White even said that he considers him the greatest welterweight champion. He's even talked about boxing Kamaru. So how do you rate him as the champion of the UFC in the welterweight division?
He's definitely improved. You know, I cannot sit up here and lie and say he hasn't improved. He has improved, you know, but I just don't think he is what you think he is. You know, he has improved, like I said, and I give you credit, you know, but I am looking forward to running this one back. And when I first fought him, I was a 23-year-old kid. Only did MMA 5 years. I got him when I was 17 years old. Fought him when I was like 23 years old. So now I am a veteran in the sport, and I've been doing it 13 years now. Been through ups and downs, been hurt, came back, won, lost rounds, headline events. Now here we are, and this is my dream, and I am looking forward to making it happen.
Question for Leon, again, going off of that. You know, the UK have only seen one UFC champion, Michael Bisping. What would it mean for you to bring the title back to the UK?
It would mean the world to me, you know, for not just me, just for the whole country, for UK, for Jamaica. It would mean a lot to show the guys that, look, you can achieve greatness coming from where you come from. You don't have to move to the States. When I was young, they told me I had to move to the States. When I fought Usman, I went to AKA for my camp, you know, and because everyone's telling me I need to go AKA. Since then, like you said, I have learned since that fight, and I went back, restructured my team, and now here we are, 7 years on, and I haven't lost.
And what's the support been like from the UK fans going into your first title fight?
It's been amazing. It's been amazing. Like, literally, last 3 years, everyone's stopping me in the street saying, when you fight for the title, when you fight for the title, and now here we are, August 20th. We fight for the title, baby. Let's go.
And of course, you both fought back in 2015. That was a while ago. You know, how would you say you have evolved as a fighter since that time? And what do you need to do differently?
I think everything. You know, I've improved leaps and bounds in all areas, my striking, my grappling, my understanding of MMA. Like I said, when I first fought him, I was doing MMA 5-6 years, and now I've been doing it for 30 odd years, and I am a seasoned veteran now, and I am ready, and I truly believe this is my time. You know, I've been ready 2 years ago. Now I'm super ready. Could have gave me enough time to prepare even more, so I am focused and can't wait.
Well, how you get it done?
How you get it done, though? By winning, bro.
What?
By winning. All of this
listen,
is win, bro.
Listen, everybody here wants to know. Everybody wants to help me.
You ain't finishing me, bro. You know you're not.
Help me help you.
You're not.
Tell the people how you gonna get it done.
You cannot finish me, champ. Trust me. You got it in you, bro.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
You can't finish me.
I can't finish you.
Nope.
Give me 30 more seconds in the first fight and I would have finished you. Correct?
Shut up. No, you wouldn't.
You forgot? You want to watch the replays?
You held me for 2 rounds. I watched it.
You want to watch the replays? I held your hand and I was beating the side of your face in.
No, you wasn't. I rewatched it the other day.
I wasn't?
I rewatched it the other day.
I wasn't. You rewatched it. You didn't see me holding your hand, beating the side of your face in.
Bruh, you had
like a lamb, just beating the side of your face in.
30 seconds. You held me for 2.5 rounds.
Of course.
Did nothing.
Of course. You said your striking is much better. Of course I'm gonna hold you. I don't want to strike with you. Your striking is much better. I held you down.
Listen,
and I beat your face in. Now the people all want to know, how are you gonna get it done?
You're gonna try to wrestle, bruh. It ain't gonna work this time.
We're gonna wrestle.
We're gonna wrestle. Let's wrestle.
Let's wrestle. Let's wrestle. We're gonna wrestle. Listen, I'm trying to. The people all want to know. I want you to help me help you. How are you gonna get it done? When it was my time, I sat in that exact same seat. Tyron Woodley.
Anywhere the fight goes.
Listen, I sat in that exact same seat, and Tyron Woodley asked me, "How will you get it done?" And I told him, "I will dominate you in every fashion of the game."
Anywhere the fight goes, I'm beating you.
You're gonna beat
Woodley. Woodley was an old wounded gazelle, bro. He was done.
It didn't matter. He was a champion.
I want the pound for pound. I want the baddest man on the planet. Like
okay. You said okay.
Like that.
So you said
I want that, bro. No,
what?
I want the baddest man on the planet. You said the baddest man on the planet, so perfect.
Listen, I like you. You my man. I like you. I've done a lot for you. I've done a lot for you. I like you. You know, that man went back there in London. He put his hands on you. And you and Mandem, you guys didn't do nothing. So I had to handle it for you. That's why I had to knock his head to the moon. You know who I'm talking about.
That boy had to
I got him for you.
Out of the country,
so I like you. Thank me.
You had to get escorted out of the country. They hid him from me.
Hey, you and Mandem did nothing.
They hid him from me.
Okay, all right. I didn't know that. I didn't know. Thank you for telling me.
They called the police and hit him. That's what happened.
They hit him?
They hit him. You'd have been dead.
Don't worry, I got him for you, though. I like you, so I got him for you.
Questions for the champ, Kamaru Usman, right back here. Do you plan on splitting your camp between Elevation Fight Team and at Sanford? And if so, how are you going to spend time between both camps?
On Sunday, I'm in Denver with my coach, Trevor Whitman. We're going to game plan like we always do. We're going to game plan. We're going to prepare. We're going to come out there and put on another spectacular performance.
And this is the big fight here with Leon Edwards. But in your division, there's been talks of doing Khamzat Chimaev and Bilal Muhammad. Do you think that's the fight to make?
These guys got to fight each other at some point. I've already lapped the division. I'm coming back around again. So these guys got to fight each other. I can't just keep picking each guy and fighting them. So, yeah, whoever wants to fight, sign up and fight.
And for Leon, I know it's been a really long road to get this title shot. Was there a point you thought this might not happen?
Nah, I always know it's gonna happen. Just when it's gonna happen. I'll be here winning and keep winning, and as long as you win, you got to get the opportunity, So, it was meant to happen in July for this card, but it wasn't ready yet, and now here we are, August 20th, and 7 weeks, and it's go time.
And do you plan on bringing anyone in your camp for Kamaru's wrestling at all, or just business as usual training camp?
I got a perfect structure in my camp. It's like a boxing camp. It's all structured towards me and what I need to do, and that's the reason why I've been having the results I've been having. And I'll be bringing in not just wrestlers, an MMA fighter. This won't be a wrestling versus striker fight. I said that before, and that was the first mistake I made when I upped and left and went to America and tried to work wrestling, and this would be a totally different fight. It'd be an MMA mixed martial arts fight.
Kamaru, down front. Should you win this fight, it'll be your 6th title defense, 3 short of what GSP was able to do. At this point, are you looking to put your name in the record books next to other competitors, or do you want to leave your name in the record books so that other competitors are chasing you?
To be honest, I don't really worry about that. Leon Edwards is a very, very tough guy. Make no mistake, we might sit up here and say what we want to say, but I'm taking him very, very seriously. I took him serious the first time. I was nervous when I had to fight him, and I'm nervous right now having to fight him. So I take him very, very serious. So when I get in there, as long as I take care of business, the record will write itself. But make no mistake, I know a lot of people are saying, oh, well, he doesn't want to do this anymore or this and that. I was very, very serious about proving that I am pound for pound. I was willing to skip middleweight. I'm still thinking about that. And going to go get that light heavyweight title too.
You talk about lapping the division. So at this point, how much do you prepare for an opponent as opposed to preparing for the next version of you?
I think it's more so the next version of me, which is why I made that move over to with Trevor Whitman, because I wanted to fine-tune a lot of different things. Like, I have probably one of the best foundations. You know, being able to start out there with guys like Henry Hooft, I had an incredible foundation, being an excellent kickboxer, being able to learn from some of the best in the world. So now it's just about elevating my game each and every time I step in there. I said it. When I fought Gilbert, I said I wanted to go in there and I wanted to put on an incredible performance, and I did that. And then I said, of course, fighting Masvidal again, I was going to improve and I was going to show a different side, and I did that. So, hey, I'm going out there August 20th. I want to put on an incredible performance, and Salt Lake City is in for a treat.
Final question for you, Leon. If you get past the champ, of course you got to take this fight. It's a championship opportunity. If you get past Usman, how much do you have to have that Masvidal fight?
After a bit, Usman, I feel like there'll be a rematch because he's deserving, you know. He's been a long reigning champion for a long time, so I feel after I beat him, we'll have a rematch, and then after that, let that boy go win a few fights, and I would love to run that one back in London, back in the UK, and that'll be an amazing opportunity, you know.
Just one for Leon over here to your right, Leon, over here. You guys have talked a little bit about the first fight, 2015. It was so long ago. Can you really even take anything from that fight to apply to this one, or was it so long ago it doesn't even matter?
For me, it doesn't matter one bit, you know. Like I said,
it matters.
No, it doesn't. For me, it doesn't matter one bit. You know, like I said, I'm two different complete fighter from what I was back then, and if he's judging it off that fight, he's already lost already. And
I'm not judging your skills. I don't fight guys for their skills.
For me,
I fight their hearts.
It doesn't matter at all.
It matters. I know your heart. It matters.
And then just for Kamaru, you mentioned maybe skipping middleweight, going right to 205. Curious, what did you think of that Yuri Prochazka Glover Teixeira fight from a few weeks back?
It was an incredible fight. You know, much respect to both guys. I just think I can beat some of those guys. Some. Now, before y'all kill me, I said some. There are some killers in that division, and I definitely respect that. But I think those guys that were at the top, there was a couple guys out there that I'd probably take out.
Do you think this might be maybe not your last fight at welterweight, but maybe there's another division after the Leon fight that you go to?
No, see, right now, the focus is Leon Edwards. That's the focus. Now, I'll talk about these guys at light heavyweight, but the focus is Leon Edwards. Let's not take our focus off of that. This guy's an incredible competitor, an incredible striker, you know, and now an incredible grappler as well. So I take him very, very serious. And, hey, you know, if I go out there and do my job, then I'll worry about what comes after that.
Last one. You've won 15 in a row. Only one person has had a longer winning streak in UFC history. That's Anderson Silva. If you win next month, you tie Anderson Silva's record. Does it feel like to you that you're in that conversation among the best of all time?
I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun. As long as I keep having fun, like I said, the records will write itself. So I'm just keep having fun. And when I'm decide that it's time for me to walk away, I'll make that decision. But it's not now.
Thanks, guys.
Question for Kamaru on your left. What did you have to say about Khabib getting inducted into the Hall of Fame? Like, what kind of words of encouragement would you give to Khabib on his award?
Oh, it's very, very deserving. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, not just as an athlete, but as a person. And so, yes, he's told me now I have to kind of put my head down when he walks in the room because he has a Hall of Fame jacket. So I don't have that yet, so I have to give that respect. But Khabib is an incredible guy. He was an incredible athlete when he was here in this organization, and I wish him all the best. Right now, he's starting to rewrite what it is to be an MMA coach, by building all these guys. So much respect to him, a dear brother of mine. So, nothing but respect.
And last question for me: what advice would you have to give to your teammates Rose Namajunas and Justin Gaethje after their losses at UFC 274?
It's a tough one. This is the thing with the sport. You have your highs of highs and your lows of lows. Rose Namajunas is, this is no secret. I've always said it. One of the most incredible female athletes I've ever seen. I mean, some of the stuff that she even does in practice, I'm just in awe. Like, how is that even possible to do? So, you know, it's up to Rose. When Rose wants to come out here and wow you guys, you know, she can do it with the head kick, she can do it with the hands. It doesn't matter. She can get it done. You know, it's just up to her when she wants to jump back in here and give you guys that Rose Namajunas again, she will. And with Justin, we all know Justin. We all love Justin Gaethje. Who was not lining up to watch a Justin Gaethje fight? You know, Justin will be back. Justin will be back. He's going to go to the drawing board like he's always done. And he'll be back here entertaining us in no time.
Yeah, question for Leon over here. OG with Full Send MMA. With social media being as relevant as ever and knockouts going viral, you've been on the wrong side of a couple social media moments, obviously with the Nate Diaz and the Jorge Masvidal. What would it mean to you to turn Kamaru Usman
into a meme?
Into a meme.
I want to turn his ass into a meme. Facts, bro. Listen, I've said it before. I respect him as a champion and what he has achieved. You know, he's forced me to get better, and I know somehow he's looking over me. I know he is. You know, and that motivates me in camp and pushes me in camp and to prove the world wrong and prove everyone wrong. I've been saying it since going to UFC. I'll fight for the world title, and everyone's like, you won't fight for the world title. Now look, here I am. You know, 7 years in, rematch, and now here we go.
Appreciate you, bro. Question for the champ, Kamaru. Obviously, there's some young guns in the game, Hamzat Chimaev, but there was a guy that fought recently. He's got 8 KOs, 8 submissions, Shavkat Rakhmonov at 170 pounds. What are your thoughts on him?
I mean, this game is evolving so fast. There's never going to be a list that's not full of guys that are coming up. You know, when I fought Leon the first time, you know, I knew that was a guy that I was going to potentially see again. And rightfully so, he's done the work to get here. And he might think I'm overlooking him, but I'm absolutely not overlooking him. I know he's a very, very tough guy. And I know there's a lot of tough guys, a lot of killers in this division. You know, the 2 guys that you just mentioned, you know, Vicente Luque, Gilbert Burns is still here, Kobe Covington, Sean Brady. There's a lot of guys that are in this division that are still coming up. And I have my eye on all of them. You know, as long as I'm sitting up here at the top, they all have to train for one guy. I have to train for everyone.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Greg Ivory with Bleacher Report betting. This question is for the champ. Last April, I was here with Chad Ochocinco, and unfortunately, he bet against you. But he sent me back because we got to get that money back. And I want to know, and the people from BR Betting want to know, are you a lock against Edwards?
Now, you know, too bad Chad is not here. You know, I just did the I Am Athlete, and I was waiting for him. He come to my press conference, and you gonna tell me you gonna bet against me? Come on. You know, everybody knows when Kamaru Usman's fighting, you don't bet against him. And so, of course, your money's safe if you bet on me.
Champ, I got another question for you. You talked about boxing Canelo Alvarez. Do you think you'll be the favorite in the matchup
come on,
based off his recent performance?
No. Listen, this is the thing that people are misconstruing. Like, I'm not saying Canelo is not great. He is great, which is why I wanted to step up to that challenge. He's the pound for pound best boxer out there. I understand that. That scares me, which is why I wanted to. It scared me. When I fought Leon Edwards the first time, it scared me. This is a striker, you know, I'm a wrestler, I'm trying to learn striking. It scared me. It's scaring me right now, sitting up. You can see me. You don't see me shaking? It's scaring me sitting up here right now. You know, of course I wanted to take that challenge. And I'm still a little bit afraid of it, but, you know, Canelo kind of dropped a little bit, so, you know. When he gets back up, you know, he puts a couple more wins together, you know, he puts a couple more wins together, maybe I'll give him that shot.
You want that dough, bro? You want that money?
What?
You ain't beating Canelo. You want that money?
You said I'll beat him?
You ain't beating him.
Oh, I thought you was on my side. Damn.
I like you.
Damn.
Shit.
I thought, you know, MMA fighters got to stick together. You see him?
Get paid, bro.
Come on, man. Thought you was on my side, bro.
My question is for Leon. After being the most unlucky UFC fighter of the past few years.
I wouldn't say unlucky. He's sitting up here right now, so he's not that unlucky.
What was your reaction when you got the phone call that you got the shot?
I don't see it as unlucky. I see it as it gave me more time to improve myself, more time to get better and to put myself in a position where I am more than confident to win the world title, you know. And like I said, I was ready 2 years ago, and they gave me another. I had 6 cancellations of fights, 6 training camps, 6 camps to improve myself and get better, you know. And so yeah, I want to say I'm lucky. I'm just more focused and more better than what I was 2 or 3 years ago.
Thank you for that. And Kamaru, coming off a major hand surgery, does that affect your confidence at all going up against an elite striker like Leon?
No, I think I was trying to rush myself in here because, you know, I wanted to be the guy up here right now weighing in for you guys to watch. And so I was trying to rush myself to get here International Fight Week and give you guys an amazing performance. But unfortunately, I had to listen to my doctors and really let that hand heal because you guys all know when I throw that right hand, I'm trying to bang someone's head off.
And finally, Kamaru, your brother is currently competing on The Ultimate Fighter. How important would it be for you to fight on the same card for him, or even him just being in the UFC?
I don't know if I want to fight on the same card as him. You know, if you've ever seen my brother in my corner, you know that's the ultimate hype man. You know, you kind of need him. I need my brother there hyping me up too. So, you know, if it happens, it happens. But I love cornering him. I love being a voice of reason for him. And I love having him in my corner because you know you're not messing with me. My brother's around me. So I'm extremely excited. I can't wait for you guys to see what the fighter that he's going to grow into in that heavyweight division.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. If you do want to join us for UFC 278 in Salt Lake City, Utah, August 20th, you can go to Ticketmaster.com. We're going to get our matchmaker, Mick Maynard, up here. He's going to stare these gentlemen off. And don't forget, top of the hour, ceremonial weigh-ins for UFC 276. Thank you all very much for coming out.